Hello there, it's Hillary, and I want to wish you a very Merry Creative Faith Christmas. In this video, I'm going to be sharing some fun Christmas gift ideas, although you could totally use these year-round for other holidays or birthdays. And I love creating these little gift guides to inspire and encourage you to really give intentionally all the things in the Creative Faith gift guide. I try and make them less toxic, natural fibers. These are either things that I own or would own. So I try to be really intentional on what I put on the Creative Faith gift guide. This is going to be my third year, I think, doing a gift guide like this. So I have a video from 2023 and 2022, as well as blog posts for those 2 years past. And then last year, I even made a free digital magazine that has information and links to all sorts of different gift guides. So this is what I did last year. This year I don't have the bandwidth for that, but you can still check that free holiday magazine in the Creative Faith Freebie Hub. So I'll have all that information linked down below. So what I decided to do this year is I made little images to go along with each of the different categories, and I posted them in the Creative Faith Amazon storefront. And so then you can click on that image and it'll have links to all the items mentioned for that particular guide. And then I do have, there's like a limit obviously for how many images and items I can fit in a picture and in those particular kind of picture hubs. But I do have bigger gift guides on the Amazon storefront that have like 45, 50 different items on them. So if you want to see a bigger, more comprehensive list for some of these categories, you can definitely check that out too. So I also want to just encourage you that to just really pray and be intentional about what you are gifting this year, whether it's to a spouse or kids or family. Maybe think about if your budget is tight, think about maybe giving one less gift than you normally do, or maybe like my husband and I this year, we're not giving each other gifts for Christmas. And that's okay because that's just where we're at right now financially. So I want to give you a permission slip to maybe give fewer gifts than you normally do, or cut your gifting budget back if you need to this year. And most of all, though, to think about how can you show the love of the Lord through gifts, whether that's time spent with family and friends, or different activities that you would do for free together. So I encourage you to think outside of the box and also just really pray through the gifting process and what's something that you can give that will really show someone love and bless them. I know for me, gifts are one of my love languages, and so I feel so loved when someone has intentionally thought about something or made something to give me. That makes me feel really loved. So think about too, maybe what is the person's love language that you are going to get a gift for, whether that's acts of service or quality time, and think about how you can maybe kind of weave some of those things into your gifting as well too. So I wanted to just kind of start this video with thinking about just helping you think about things from maybe a different perspective. So I'm going to jump in now and share the different categories. There's 17 different categories that I made, and so I'm going to put the little image up here and for the different categories, and then kind of quickly talk through them because there's a lot of them. And so this video can get kind of long, so hopefully you have a cup of hot chocolate or tea. One thing I've been making right now that's really yummy is I just take some organic cinnamon sticks and I put them in water and let it boil. So I'm making cinnamon tea and add a little honey to it, and it is so good. Anyways, kind of a side note. But grab a cup of something warm and really, this is basically a giant Hillary's favorite things list. Things video. So let's dive in, and the first category is gifts for her. So you could use these for a family member, for a friend, for a mother-in-law, sister, for a teenage daughter. So lots of different ladies in your life that you could gift these items to. So I'm going to put that list image here. So I have a few different Creative Faith things in here. I put the Creative Faith scripture writing journal. That would be a really sweet gift for someone in your life for her. I also have a Creative Faith menu meal planner. That's really helpful in our family. I'm the one who does most of meal planning, prepping, preparing, and so having a place to document that is really great. I also put a couple cookbooks. I'm really excited because in the summer, the Half Baked Harvest cookbook was on sale for the Amazon Prime Days. That happened in the summer, and so I sent my mom a picture of that. And so I'm pretty sure she got that for me for Christmas. I'm really excited about that. And then it's under the for her category, but I actually, for my husband, his birthday is December 19th. And so I actually got him like a little pasta cooking bundle. We've been really liking watching The Pasta Queen on Amazon Prime, and she has a cookbook. And so I got the cookbook and a pasta maker and these pasta tongs, like stainless steel tweezers that she uses in a lot of her videos. So I'm actually gifting that for my husband for his birthday. But I thought that would be a really fun kind of bundle. So I put the Pasta Queen cookbook. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever watched any of her videos on Amazon Prime. They're super simple recipes, but really nourishing. And so I'm really excited to try out some of those. Also for her, I put a couple things that are really great for cramps and kind of period stuff. So I love the Earthly Ease the Ache tincture. That's a really good one. I love the magnesium oil spray. That's a really great gift to give. I gave that last year to our Bible study group, and I think they really liked that. Blaze has even recommended it to other people. So love the magnesium spray, and there's also magnesium flakes that you can put in your bath. A few other items in the for her category I put were kind of some personal care products. I love my leaf razor. It's a non-toxic razor. Highly recommend this. And it's way cheaper to do the replacement blades versus like a traditional cartridge on a razor. So love this for shaving my legs and my armpits. And it works so well because you don't get razor burn. So that would make a great gift. I have my dry shampoo on here, my favorite non-toxic nail polish, and mascara, as well as, what was the last thing? Oh, my heatless curler that I love to use. So, and then lastly, two other things on here. I have a glass teapot. That would be a really sweet gift for her with some loose leaf tea. I've been really into tea lately. And then I also have a pair of slippers. So those are the category for her. And next we're going to move on to for him. So I'll put that picture here. I'm doing this in the video to kind of cue myself to insert the image. So anyways, for him, really pleased with how this section came out. So one thing that I got for my brother-in-law and dad this Christmas is this 4 Sigmatic Balance coffee. I'm not even a big coffee drinker, but this coffee is so good. It has some adaptogenic mushrooms in it, and it tastes amazing. It's half calf coffee, so really recommend that. I'm really excited to give that to two guys in my life. I also want to shout out my husband's devotion book. It's called Masculine Identity, and he released it last year. And so that's a really great one to pick up for a guy in your life. Last Christmas, I got him a black organic cotton knit t-shirt that he really loves wearing. For my dad's birthday is also in December. And so for his birthday, I got him the book called Unbroken. He loves like adventure stories that really happened. And so I thought that would be a good one for him. I also put another book called Praying Like Monks, Living Like Fools that I've seen shared a lot online that I'd love to read. Going along with the coffee theme, Chemex Glass coffee brewer would be a really great, less toxic coffee machine option. I also put this kombucha brewing kit. My husband loves kombucha, so I thought that would be kind of a fun thing if we were giving gifts. And then I put a few food items. So I love the Vare mints, it's a less toxic mint. I love the HU chocolate, and Paleo Valley beef sticks are all kind of fun foodie gifts for guys. And then I also have the leaf razor on this category for him as well because for shaving your face, really recommend the leaf razor for guys and girls. So the next category I have is for kids. So these are some gift ideas for kids. I have my Creative Faith cactus coloring book that I have in here, so that would make a great gift for kids. I also love board games. So I put some of our favorites. Last year, my sister and her husband got Hues and Cues, and we played that one a lot last Christmas time, and that's a really fun one. I also put Carcassonne, that's one of our favorite gifts, and this Exit card game. I also put some kind of less toxic kids craft supplies. So these honey sticks are like Crayola crayons, but healthier version. And oh, I forgot to mention Quirkle is another amazing game. I didn't mention that in previous gift guides. That's one of my husband and my favorite games to play. And then I also put some Brambley Hedge books. I thought those would be really sweet. They're very, very beautifully illustrated. Popsicle mold, stainless steel popsicle mold, a really fun activity to do with your kids, and again, a less toxic option. And then I also put a organic cotton blanket, especially for blankets, stuffed animals. Really think about getting like organic cotton, linen, wool things for anyone in your family, really. So the next category I have is for the family. So these are gifts. Some of the kids' ones could also be for the whole family, but these are gifts that your whole family can enjoy. And one thing I wanted to start off with was something really fun that my dad got for my mom last year, and that is a stainless steel popcorn maker. So a lot of like our popcorn maker is plastic, and so I love the idea of having a stainless steel popcorn maker, and you can do it on the stove, and it's a really, really fun activity. We did that again last year after Christmas time with my family. So love a stainless steel popcorn maker. I also put a few more gifts on here, like Skip-Bo, that's one of my favorites. Card game, Splendor, Roomy Cube, Herd Mentality. So love the idea of getting some sort of card game or board game for Christmas. I also put a few books. I put God Smuggler. I mentioned this one last year. It's a really great read aloud book. And I also put the 1 year chronological study Bible. That would also be really sweet to do as a family. And then I put a few kind of wellnessy things. One thing that I am gifting my parents and my sister and her husband this year is it's like a anti-choking device. And so I think you can use it on yourself or someone else. And it kind of suctions to your face and sucks out whatever is stuck in your throat. And so I thought that would be a really good gift, hopefully that we will never need, but good to have on hand. It's kind of a emergency supply. I also put Stain Treater. I love this less toxic stain treater from Miss Messy Mouth. And then I also put Active Skin Repair for the family. This would be a great thing to add to your medicine cabinet, so not as much of a fun gift, but super practical. My husband works in the HVAC industry and comes home often with cuts and scrapes, and so we put this on, and it helps his body heal really fast. And then I also put the pasta maker on here for the family. So I ended up going with a cheaper option. There are nicer ones that you can attach to your KitchenAid, or even nicer ones that are made in Italy. But I was trying to keep in mind our budget, and so I went with a cheaper option. So I haven't used it yet, but hopefully it will work nicely and be a really fun activity that we can do together. And then I also put Truly Free dishwasher detergent on here, also their laundry soap. If you have been trying to swap over items in your house to being less toxic, laundry detergent and dishwasher soap can be kind of difficult, but I love the Truly Free brand. The dishwasher detergent works so well. I've tried multiple healthier dishwasher detergents, but nothing cleans it like the Truly Free one does. And same with laundry soap for washing clothes. It leaves a nice aroma, but it is non-toxic. And so I know my husband likes it when his clothes have a nice scent to them. And so I feel really good about using that for my family. So that is the for the family gift idea. Next up, I have some faith ideas. So these would be great for guys or girls, anyone in your family who loves the Lord and wants to grow in their faith in the new year. So I have several Creative Faith products. So I put my Ruth devotion book on here. That is a new devotion book that I wrote in 2024. Really awesome for gifting. I also put my Bible study notebooks on here. So these are guided notebooks that walk through the beginning opening pages, have how to study the Bible in them. So really proud of how these turned out and would make really great gifts along with a Bible. So I put some of my favorite Bibles on this list, including the NET Abide Bible. I did see the particular one I have is unavailable, but they have a brown leather version, and this has like really awesome study questions in the margins as well as artwork sprinkled throughout, which I personally love. I'm a very visual learner, so really like that. I also have the NLT Illustrated Study Bible. That's probably my favorite study Bible. I really love the illustrations and the study notes woven throughout. And then I put a couple devotion books. I love the devotion book New Morning Mercies. That's a really great one, as well as Mornings and Evenings of Spurgeon. So those are great devotion books. And then I have a couple highlighters on here. I love using the Tombow markers as a highlighter in my Bible. And then I also put some like wax crayon well, they're crayons, so they don't bleed through the pages. The Tombow ones sometimes do, but they have so much ink in them and they come in so many pretty colors that I don't really mind. And then I also put my Creative Faith sermon notebook on here. This would make a really great gift for someone who is wanting to grow in their faith and take sermon notes. And then another thing I added to this list this year was a Bible study that was recommended to me called Jesus and Women. And it really looks at things from a cultural perspective, historical perspective. So I haven't gone through that one yet, but that was recommended to me. All right, our next category is stocking stuffers. So I'm going to start off with stocking stuffer ideas for adults. So I have a Creative Faith gratitude and prayer journal on here. That would make a really great stocking stuffer. I also love Peak Tea. They are these little teas that come in a powder form, and so a lot of teas come in a bag. The bag is plastic actually. And so I love the Peak teas. They are tested for heavy metals and they are a powder form. So anyways, they're really great and come in a variety of different flavors. So that would make a great stocking stuffer. I also love Dr. Bronner chapstick. I have that on here. The magnesium oil, the less toxic nail polish, and the active skin repair. Those are all things I've mentioned. Those are kind of tiny and would be great in a stocking. I love the Blue Corn beeswax taper candles. Those would be a great stocking stuffer. They burn really well, and we love using that as a less toxic light source in the evenings, a more natural color. Because a lot of the time, and once the sun goes down and you have the LED lights, that is like very stimulating to your body, waking you up. And so if you use candlelight, it doesn't do that. I also put my favorite hair scrunchies in here. That would make a great stocking stuffer, as well as the toothpaste we use. It's called Uncle Harry's. The CoComelons are a delicious, less toxic chocolate option. And I also added garden seeds in here because we're very into gardening now. And so I have some garden seeds as an option for stocking stuffers for adults. All right, next up we have stocking stuffers for kids. And the first thing I want to mention that would be really great to put in all your stockings, and it is the Smart Sweets collection. These are candy, a less toxic candy, and they are delicious. And so I found this kind of pack that has a lot of different flavors, and this would be so yummy for having as a Christmas morning treat. So I have that on there. I have my Creative Faith Fruit of the Spirit devotion book. That would be a really great gift for kids. I also put the best Christmas pageant ever book or DVD. I love this was a movie that was just released in November of this year, and I love it so much. It's so touching. We went as a church, and I highly recommend that. I also put the Star DVD, another really great Christmas DVD for your family. influencer I follow online has been sharing about a company called Sarah's Silks. So again, it's a natural fiber, and they're really like open-ended toys. I think that's really important. We don't have kids yet, but I think having open-ended toys where your kids can really use their imagination is a really fun idea. And so I put a Sarah's Silk on there as well as a little pail, so you could use that. I also think going outside as a family is really important. So I have a little bucket on there where your kids could collect things or use for digging or things like that. So love that idea. I also have a little card game for the car, like a scavenger hunt on this list, as well as some Bible cards on this list. And then I put an organic cotton stuffed animal. So that's something when you think about like a stuffed animal, often that's close to your child's face or body, and a lot of stuffed animals are made with polyester, and so that's just plastic. So any little bits that come off is plastic. And so if your child's curling up with something, you want to make sure it's something cotton, organic cotton. So I found a really cute little organic cotton stuffed animal. And then I also put a stainless steel lunch spoon fork on there. We actually got this for my husband last year and he really likes it. That would be a great option for a stocking stuffer for your kids as well. The next category is called For the Creative, and I'm really pleased with how this category turned out and came together. So these are ideas for the creative person in your life. I ended up putting actually quite a few books on here that are really geared towards creative people. I've read Creative is a Verb. That's a really good one. I want to reread that. I'm partway through Called to Create, and then I've read Steal Like an Artist. So those are all really awesome creative books. And then I have The Artisan's Soul, The Artist's Way on here, and what's it called? The Creative Act. There's another one on here that are all on my list to read. A couple of them I have just in our library, but I haven't read them yet. And then one that I want to get. So, really fun to read books about creativity. And so, I love that idea for someone creative in your life. I also put on here an embroidery kit. I got my sister one last year for Christmas. And so, that's kind of a fun idea for someone creative, as well as a paint by numbers. Those are also fun. They have really modern designs nowadays that adults can do. And then I also put a really cute tote bag, canvas tote bag for the creative person in your life to put all their fun creative supplies. And then I also have some markers and watercolors on the list for the creative. Next up, the next list is for the planner girl in your life. And of course, I have some Creative Faith planners on this list. I have tons and tons of Creative Faith planners, and I will have linked in the description box below the planner page on my website where you can see pictures and videos and links to all the different Creative Faith planners. But I put some of my favorites on here. The daily planner would be a really awesome option for someone. And then I have lots of different layouts. One of my favorite things, planner accessories, I have it right here on my desk, is my Moterm planner cover. I've had this for several years now. Still looks brand spanking new. So, highly recommend getting someone in your life a Moterm planner cover. They come in various sizes, so that would be a really beautiful gift that would last for many, many years. I love the Tombow products, and so I have my favorite Tombow tape runner on this list, as well as correction tape because it's very easy to make mistakes in your planner. So I have those on the list, and as well as the Tombow brush markers. I love using those. For bullet journaling, I have my favorite Leuchtturm 1917 bullet journal, as well as a cute little pen thing that you can put around the cover to hold your pens. I think that would be a really cute gift. And then I also have a really sweet A5 clear ring planner cover. That would be something kind of fun to play around with, as well as a cute little paper cutter and a wooden alphabet stamp set. So those would all be great gifts for the planner in your life. All right, the next category is wellness items. So this is probably my favorite category to gift as well as receive is wellness items. So I have on here some tallow lotion. I gave this to my dad last year because it's really good for dry skin, especially in the Oregon winters. I have the trampoline, the rebounder that I have. That would be a really great gift. Big, but I love using mine to work out as well as help with my lymphatic support. A weighted vest is also a great idea. I put the specific vest that I have on here. I got the 12-pound one, but it has various different weight options. So that's a really great idea, gift idea for someone who loves to walk and wants to make it just a little more challenging. It has a little storage pocket on it. I also put some of my favorite products like the magnesium oil I've mentioned multiple times, Dr. Bronner's chapstick and lotion. Those are some of my favorites. I also love the Humble deodorant. That works really well and would make a great gift. A tongue scraper, also kind of a funny gift, but those are a really simple wellness tool. That would be a great stocking stuffer as well. Something that I'm kind of intrigued by is a copper water bottle. So copper is really good for removing toxins, actually, and many of our bodies are deficient in copper, and so I love the idea of a copper water bottle. I also put a beeswax candle making kit in this category. I would love to get one of these. I would think I have really been wanting to make my own beeswax candles. I thought that little kit was a neat idea. I have Creative Faith Wellness Planner, so that would be a really awesome idea for the wellness person in your life. And then I also put a botanical tea book. Again, I've been on a tea kick, so I thought that would be a sweet gift, as well as my favorite electric toothbrush. So those are some ideas, wellness ideas. And then the next category I have is for the home. So I love getting and receiving cozy home items. So I have our favorite organic cotton blanket on here. I'd encourage you to get the oversized version. My husband got me the regular size for my birthday this last year. I would love it to be slightly bigger. So I have that on the list, as well as my favorite 100% cotton throw pillow covers. These would make a great sweet gift for someone. I have some kitchen items on here, like a lead-free measuring cup. Really awesome idea to get lead out of your kitchen. I also love all-clad stainless steel kitchen utensils. So we have stainless steel pots and pans. That's what we use. And so I love the all-clad. We have like the pot. Last year I asked for a lot of these for Christmas. The pasta scoop, as well as a ladle and the spatula. So really love the all-clad stainless steel products. I have my bath bomb, or looks like a little bomb, but it's a bath water filter. I asked for this last year for Christmas and really love it. I put a wind chime on here. We got a wind chime recently, and I love listening to it on the windy days. I also put our bath mat on here. So bath mats that are fabric can often become kind of moldy. And so a really great company is the Dorai. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that quite correctly, but it's a really cool stone bath mat. So it's not going to get moldy. So we really love ours. I also put a shower water filter. The particular one we have, there are more expensive ones, but this is the one we went with that we've been really liking. Put beeswax candles, our shower water squeegee. So that's a great way to make sure that your shower doesn't grow mold, is to squeegee off the water. So I put that on here. I got my parents an electric rechargeable milk frother. So in gift guides past, I've had a milk frother on there, but it was battery powered. This past Christmas, we got a new one and it is rechargeable. So way better long term for we use it every single day. We use this milk frother. So I'm excited to gift one to my parents. I put, what else did I put on this one? Stainless steel cookie sheets. The particular one we have, I have on here. I also love these amber night lights. Again, thinking about having a softer, warmer light, especially at night. And then organic cotton sheets. So lots of fun home ideas. I think these would make great gifts. Either you can add them to your list as well as gifting them to other people for just some less toxic home items. The next category is things to wear. These are just a few highlights of things that I either own or would love to own. But I have a whole less toxic clothing section on my Amazon storefront. It's a really great place to check out. And so I put a few of the sets that, well, one set that I own, as well as some really nice pants that I really like. I also purchased wool socks in the past few months and really have been liking these at night to keep my feet warm. And there's a set of wool slippers that I put on here that I thought would be really sweet, as well as some period underwear. This is a really great option for a lady in your life. I really love the Think, no, what is it called? Period Co. Organic cotton period underwear. Those have saved us a lot of money to switch to using those. I also put a couple cute 100% cotton sets, as well as a wool sweater, and yeah, and some really cute little clogs that I think would be fun to get or gift. All right, the next category is books. This is also a category that I have on the Creative Faith Amazon storefront that has way more books than this, but some of my favorites I love. Most of these are basically all of them are faith related, and so these I love gifts or books. I love getting books. I love gifting books. And so these are just basically some of my favorite books. I love John Mark Comer. He's probably one of my favorite authors. The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry is an amazing book, as well as Garden City. I also love a book called When Less Becomes More by Emily Ley. That's a really good one. Beholding and Becoming, Fresh Wind, Fresh Fire. I have a few books on prayer, like Ian Bounds on Prayer and Why Prayer, two great prayer books. Don't Give the Enemy a Seat at Your Table by Louis Giglio is a really amazing book. All Along You Were Blooming is a poetry book by Morgan Harper Nichols, and it's a really beautiful kind of combo of poetry and art. I really love reading her work. Tired of Being Tired is a book that I got this year and devoured. It was a really, really good one. So, To Hell with the Hustles, another great one, as well as Growing Slow, can sense a theme in my favorite books, all about slowing down. And so those are some great book ideas. All right, next category for the traveler. So on this section are some fun ideas for people who love to travel. I have my Creative Faith Adventure Awaits devotion book. This would be a great gift for someone in your life who loves traveling. I also have a travel on bag in this section. I love these bags because they are slash proof, so someone can't kind of cut it off your body or cut around it. And it also has the blocking stuff in it, so like people with credit card scanners can't come up to you and get your credit card numbers through your purse. So highly recommend those bags. I have one, and my parents really love, well, my mom and my sister, who do a lot of traveling, really love their bags. I put a couple of beverage holders on here for traveling. So we have these glass keep cup is what they're called, holder, it's like for warm drinks. And I love that these are lead free. I also put a hydro flask on here, which is a lead free water bottle option, or drink option. So those are really great. I put the Earthly Lymphatic Cream on here. I brought this when we went to the Dominican Republic this year. And when you travel, your lymphatic system, like my feet swell. Traveling's just really hard on your body. And so I love the Earthly Lymphatic Cream. So that was a really big thing, a big piece of my travel routine on our recent trip, as well as the magnesium oil. Because often on vacation, you can maybe get kind of stocked up. And so spraying your stomach at night with the magnesium oil is super, super helpful. So highly recommend those for the traveler, as well as Trace Mineral Drops or the LMNT electrolytes for, again, your body gets so dehydrated when you're traveling. So those would be great options for gifting someone who loves to travel, as well as Beekeeper's throat spray, because oftentimes when you travel, you can get sick, right? You're on confined space with a lot of people. Airplanes are kind of dirty. So I love the Beekeeper's throat spray for this. I also have our favorite packing cubes on here, as well as my favorite travel pants. and a travel umbrella. So I gifted my dad the travel umbrella last year, and he really liked that. I had that travel umbrella, and when we were going to the DR the last time, I couldn't find it. So, anyways, I need to get a new one sometime when we go back. But highly recommend all those ideas for gifting someone in your life who loves to travel. The next section is a self-care basket. This could also, be connected with like wellness items, but these are some of my favorites. I love taking warm baths, and my favorite things to put in them are the Ancient Minerals magnesium flakes or the Soak Epsom salt. So those are really great self-care basket ideas. I also put the Peak tea on here. That is a really great gift idea for self-care. And then I put my favorite gua sha stone as well as a dry brush on here. Those are great habits to have in your wellness routine and to gift to someone else. I put 2 Creative Faith devotion books on here. I put our Rest in Him devotion book and Pausing for His Peace. Those themes would be really awesome to put together for this kind of self-care basket idea. I really love this new magnesium drink. I got it over the summer when it was on sale for Prime Day in the summer. It's like a lemony berry flavor, and I mix it with some coconut water and tart cherry juice before bed. And it is calming and relaxing, and it tastes really good. So, love that. I've also put some honey on here to go along with kind of the warm self care drink theme. And then I put some sheepskin slippers in this category. This is something that I would really love to get is a pair of slippers that are not made out of polyester, but made out of either wool or sheepskin to keep my feet warm in the cool winter months. And then I also have a prana mat on here. This is a wellness tool that I don't have but would love to have sometime, and so that would be really fun to gift, as well as a cotton blanket. So those are some fun ideas for putting together. You could get a really cute basket and put some of those items in it, and that would be such a sweet gift to give. All right, this next category, these last two are things on my wish list, some of the things on my wish list. And so I have a few different items that I've been thinking about and pondering. And some of these I asked for from my parents for Christmas. So, first up is an all clad tea kettle. So, stainless steel tea kettle. So, the one that unfortunately I put on our wedding registry, it looked really pretty, but it was covered in blue lead paint on the inside of it. So, I don't know why companies do that, but anyways, so I'd love to get a stainless steel tea kettle because I again love making tea, so that would be really helpful. I also have the Breville milk frother on here. Again, I love making cozy drinks, so that would be really helpful instead of microwaving our milk, which isn't very good. You could heat it up this way. I have a candle snuffer and candle wick trimmer on my list. Again, we love having candles, cozy candles, and so would love that. I have the prana mat, the sheepskin slippers. I also put a walking pad kind of on my list as something someday I would love to get because I spent a lot of time sitting, whether it's working here at home or working at my job at the church. So I think having a walking pad with one of those standing desks would be really helpful for my wellness. I put this really cute game. It's like an an herb board game called Wildcraft. I would just love that. I think that's really clever to combine kind of wellness with a board game. We desperately need new towels, and so I told my mom that I found this cute little set of organic cotton washcloths for the kitchen. But we've been married, in February will be our 5th anniversary, and our towels are just looking snagged and kind of well loved. So I asked my mom for some new organic cotton kitchen bath towel or kitchen washcloths and then bath towels. So we'll see if what she finds with that. Also on my list, I have there's a all glass air fryer, which I think would be so fun. We had an air fryer that I love to use, but our whole apartment would smell like burning plastic when I would use it. I just didn't feel super great about it. But I love the idea of having a glass air fryer. And then I also have a steam cleaner and an emergency radio, wind up radio, or you can charge it with the sun, and you can use it to charge your phone. So that's one thing this year that I had been working on is kind of upping our emergency supplies. And so I thought I saw someone share that online. I thought, oh, that's a really cool idea where you could listen to the radio or charge your phone with it in multiple ways. So those are some of the things on my wish list. And then I love books. I love getting books. I love gifting books. And so I have a lot of different books. I'll put the little list here on my wish list. Um, uh, I'm not even going to go through it. You can just see them here and check them out if the titles sound kind of interesting to you. So I love reading. That should be one of my goals for 2025 is to do more reading because this year I've been really, really slacking on my reading, but getting a new book is always a great way to jumpstart back into getting excited about reading. So that is the Creative Faith Christmas gift guide for 2024. I hope this video gave you some ideas on some different gifts, some less toxic, healthier gift ideas for you and your family. Again, gifting is an idea or a time that can be stressful, but it's also a time where you can show love to those around you. And so I pray that you'll do it in an intentional way this year. So be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Check out all of the links on my Amazon storefront down below. Even if you don't buy any of the particular things on my list, if you use my link to make a purchase on any Amazon stuff, that gives me a little commission, and it's at no extra cost to you, and it's just a way that you can help support Creative Faith & Co. So anyways, hit the subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and I want to wish you a very Merry Creative Faith Christmas. If you have any gifts that you are loving giving or getting, receiving, anything on your list, you can add those in the comments below, so we can kind of keep the gift ideas flowing. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, friend.